there's a question almost nobody asks themselves honestly. Who am I actually listening to?
Because whether you realize it or not, the voices around you are shaping your thinking, your decisions, your standards, your energy, and eventually, your results. Most people say they want more money, more peace, more freedom, more confidence, more health, more success. But then they keep taking advice from people who are stressed, broke, negative, reactive, or trapped in a life they themselves don't even want. And that's the part most people miss. You cannot keep feeding your mind low-level input and expect high-level output. If you want a different life, you need different input. That means different books, different conversations, different mentors, different environments, different standards. Because every voice you let into your mind is planting something. Some voices plant doubt, some plant fear, some plant limitation, and some plant power. So the real question is not just, am I learning? It's, am I learning from people who actually have what I want? That one question can save you years. Because a lot of people sound smart, a lot of people sound confident, a lot of people sound convincing. But sounding right and being right are not the same thing. If somebody's constantly giving advice on money but they're financially chaotic, why are you listening? If somebody talks about healing but they live in constant emotional drama, why are you following them? If somebody teaches success but their life is built on stress, burnout, and disconnection, is that really success? You have to become more intentional about whose energy, beliefs, and perspective you allow into your inner world. And this doesn't mean blindly follow people either. It means you become discerning. You observe, you question, you learn, you test, you apply. Because real growth isn't about hero worship, it's about alignment. You want voices that stretch you, voices that challenge your old patterns, voices that make you think bigger, voices that help you become more disciplined, more clear, more self-led. And here's the deeper truth. Sometimes the loudest negative voice you're listening to isn't even outside of you. It's the old version of you, the old identity, the old conditioning, the old fear, the old story. The part of you that says, don't try, don't risk it, be realistic, who do you think you are? What if you fail? So yes, this is about mentors. Yes, this is about environment. Yes, this is about influence. But it's also about becoming radically honest about what voice has the most power in your life right now. Because whatever voice you repeat becomes belief, and whatever becomes belief starts shaping behavior, and behavior repeated over time becomes your identity. So if you want to change your life, here's where to start. Audit your inputs. Who do you listen to every day? What do you consume every day? What conversations are you normalizing? What standards are you tolerating? What emotional frequency are you exposing yourself to? Because if you keep surrounding yourself with confusion, fear, and limitation, you will keep recreating confusion, fear, and limitation. But when you start listening to voices that carry certainty, truth, discipline, expansion, and real results, something shifts. You start thinking differently, you start expecting differently, you start moving differently. And eventually, you stop needing constant external validation because you've trained your inner voice to become stronger than the noise. That is when your life changes. Not when you hear one motivational quote, not when you get one burst of inspiration, but when you become intentional about what you let shape your mind. So ask yourself honestly, who am I listening to and where is that voice taking me? Because the quality of your life is deeply connected to the quality of the voices you let lead you. If this hit you, comment below, I'm choosing better voices. And follow Prestige Ascent for more videos that help you reset your mind, rewire your patterns, and rise into the version of you that was always there.